Hey guys, okay, so I'm finally going to show you how to set up Hydra Lister, because if you look here, I have my list of items and I've pruned through and gotten rid of most of the violations that I know about. The main things to get rid of out of these lists are any kind of weapons. You don't want to be posting like anything with AR-15 in the title, anything related to assault rifles, because eBay does not tolerate that. They just take them down straight away and you don't have any chance to remove them. Whereas for almost every other violation, you're given time to fix it. In the past, I've had issues with specific kinds of weapons and that kind of thing. And it can be frustrating with bulk because it's hard to, this is a list of 140,000 items. Like, how do you go through 140,000 items and make sure that there's no guns, It's a process, and the thing is, we're unable to eliminate absolutely all of them, but we can eliminate most of them, okay? And we're just gonna hope that works. So, this list is currently alphabetized. So first off, I'm going to unalphabetize it real quick because I'm not going to post all of these items. That would be absolutely insane. What we're going to do is go to edit and sort lines, or actually permute lines, and we're going to shuffle them. So what this is going to do is randomize all of these items. So there's no more organization to them. And that's what we want, because I'm going to enter about 10 or maybe either 10,000 or 20,000 items into Hydra. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do it yet. I'm thinking every couple of weeks I'm just going to enter 20,000 items and then see what happens, because that doesn't mean that 20,000 items are going to get posted, obviously. But for now, let's just take one of these items because I need to set up my Hydra account again since it's been so long since I last used it. So that's what we're going to do next. We're going to go to hydralister.com. And so this process is going to be the same whether you've used it before or if you're using it the first time, because once your Hydra subscription ends, you have to buy it again, but as long as it's the same email address, then it's going to work out. See, if I try and log in right now, boom, 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 it's not going to let me. It's going to tell me you must be logged in. See, it gives you this message. And that's different than if you enter your password in wrong, right? So let's make a wrong password just to show you. See, this says it's a different error message. So whenever you get that error message says you must be logged into your account, what it's telling you there is that you haven't paid for Hydra Lister. So we're going to go pay for Hydra Lister. You have to go over to the Hydra Lister website and then go to pricing. And while I'm here, I should probably learn about this affiliate thing. So I'm going to take a slight deviation real quick and look at this link. Alright, expand your business promoting Hydra. Doop-a-doot-doop-a-doo. What is this? Oh wow, so I can actually make money from this. That's really interesting. Huh. Okay, so where do I start this? Okay, where do I click on? What? Okay, where's the link to actually follow this guide on how to become an affiliate? That's hard to find link. You'd think they'd make that really easy. All right, register a free trial, log into your Hydra account, okay. So the reason I haven't done affiliate stuff in the past is because I think I had a free Hydra Lister account, right? I don't have a free account anymore for whatever reason. I think it's because they upgraded to Hydra 2.0. As you can see, this is kind of old. Hydra doesn't look like this anymore. It's more modern, okay? So we're not going to worry about this now. I'm going to do that afterwards. So to set up Hydra Lister, we're going to go to the multi-suppliers lister because I use Walmart. So I can't use the Amazon lister. I have to pay $10 more a month to get this one. So you enter your name, and then your email address. And then after that, Facebook name. And I heard about Hydra from, let's just say, YouTube. All right, cool. And I guess I'm a pro Hydra user. I've posted over 400,000 items using it. So, all right, so here it is. We're going to log into PayPal. pay our 80 bucks. La-di-da. Bum 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 ba da bum 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 ba da bum bum bum. Agree and pay. Fantastic. Okay, so now supposedly our Hydra Lister account is active. Let's check that to see if it is. Going to hydralister.com again, and now we're going to click Launch Hydra. And from here, we're going to log in. Right, enter our password, and oh, this looks solid. I don't see an error message. Oh yeah, here we are at the Hydra Lister dashboard. So hopefully it kind of remembered, oh look, it has some information about me. That's kind of cool. Alright, we're going to look at the left column here, and I apologize, I know this is kind of small for you guys. So you're just going to have to kind of wing it, okay? I'm going to explain where I'm going. So we're going to go to the navigation menu on the left, right? And we want to look at our batch lister settings, because I'm not going to use the single lister, I'm going to use the batch lister. The batch lister, to show you guys real quick, is a text box that you can enter a list of URLs in, and then it will go through, see? And then enter them into eBay, right? So we want to set this up properly first. So let's go to our batch/single lister settings. Oh, look at this, guys. Oh, okay, so Hydra used to only work in the US and the UK, but now it's US, UK, Dutch, France, Canada, Australia. Wow. Whoa, that's really good for you guys. Cool. I mean, that doesn't affect me in any way, but now more people can use Hydra Lister. Like, way more people. That list of compatible eBay marketplaces is like 15 times as long as it used to be. Alright, so let's look at this, and we're going to go over everything here. So we have our policies there. These are already set up, I believe. Let's see. Yep, this is all set up. 30-day Cassini policy, and we want a faster policy here. So let's go down. I can actually change this later, but that's okay. For right now, we're going to use the standard dropshipping policy. So if you guys don't know how to set these up, you got to go do that through eBay, okay? And then Hydra is just pulling these policies from eBay. You can Google like business policies. I've done videos in the past about it, but I'm not going to go into too much detail about that right now. We're just going to look at this. So my default quantity is now 10, right? So that Screwgrid I don't pay Screwgrid to reprice, I want to start off the bat posting items with a default quantity of 10. Listing duration is good till canceled. That's right. Location, continental. You can put whatever you want here. It doesn't matter. Country and my PayPal email address. Awesome. And cool, so we're going to go to the next. They've changed the format of this a little bit. So I'm now going to show you my pricing formula. This will be pretty simple, okay? You can fill in all of these fields if you would like to, but honestly, I recommend you just, instead of like figuring out exactly how much your vendor tax is and your PayPal fees and all of that kind of stuff, I would recommend you just use a higher markup that just naturally takes care of all those other things, right? And the reason for this is just because it makes the math simpler, and an industry standard is like 1.4%, right? So what we're going to do is a 40% markup with a $10 minimum. Keep in mind that almost all of my items in this current list cost less than $35, so most of them are actually going to have a much higher margin than 40%. They're going to be between 40% and 100%. Crazy, right? And the reason of that is because of my minimum margin. So what this does is, say you have a $10 item, and that includes shipping cost, right? So to ship and buy the item, it's $10. That would mean the item costs $4 and shipping is $6, right? 40% increase of a $10 cost is $14, but that's only a $4 difference in price. And after the product sells, we're talking like $1 or $2 in profit. That is not worth my time. When I get something to sell, I want it to be profitable. So what I'm experimenting with now is this theory I have that you can price cheaper items with very high markups and earn like, $8, $9 per sale instead of just 1 or 2. All right, so you're going to get less sales this way. But if you think about it, imagine you're earning 50 cents or $1 per sale. If I get 10 times less sales because I have this $10 minimum markup, I'm still earning the same amount of money, okay? Because I earn the amount of profit from 1 sale that I would from 10 sales. So it also takes 10 times less the amount of work, all right? So we're gonna scroll down. I've only filled those 2 things up. If you want real quick, we can test the formula. So we're gonna go here, and let's say it's a $100 item. It should cost $140. Calculated price is $140. Awesome. So now let's use an example of the minimum, right? So let's say the cost is $10. This should post for $20. See, $20. So what if the item is $15? Okay, let's do that again. Should post for $25. Check it out. And it'll keep using a $10 increase until we get to the point where the 1.4 multiplier or the 40% increase is bigger than a $10 increase, right? So we're going to scroll down and click next. We're just making sure that all these settings are set up properly. And now we're looking at the format of the listings. So I'm going to change some colors here and just screw around with this. I like keeping these things really, really simple. So we got a little bit of color. These brackets mean that Hydra is going to pull the title from the eBay listing, and it's going to then pull the product description. Underneath that, it's going to have the features, like the bullet points, and then after that, it's going to have an image in the description that is the main image on the web page, okay? So what I'm going to do is instead of have that below everything, I'm going to have it above everything, just like that. Very, very simple. All right, so now let's change this to source code real quick because I want to change the color values of this. Actually, to be honest, it doesn't really matter that much. I really don't feel like finicking with this. I don't think that descriptions are very important at all. In like a traditional dropshipping business, they're more important, to be honest, but the way that I dropship, like, I post so many products, it's really not something I'm going to worry about. So we're just going to click save. That's a really, really basic template. All right, minimalist. I like minimal things. If you got, I think, a lot about time spent and how much time I'm putting into the things that I do. And yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me to spend an hour or 2 making a description that nobody's going to read, right? And I can show you some crazy stuff about descriptions, but right now we clicked save and it's uploading. So once we're done with these settings, I should be able to use this single item lister to test the link that I copied earlier, and it should get posted to my eBay account. If it does without any kind of error messages, then that's a good sign that we can go ahead and upload our 20,000 URLs into Hydra Lister and then see what happens. Oh, but one thing I'm remembering right now is that I haven't set up my automatic payment method with eBay, and I need to do that. So I'm going to go do that, because if you don't have an automatic payment method set up, then you are unable to post items. So every time that Hydra tries to post an item, eBay is going to give Hydra a glitch, an error, which it's then going to throw when it tries to post the item in the Hydra interface, okay? So, sweet. All right. Why does it have no payment seller profile? Oh, because this is set to no. Okay, this really should be set to yes. I messed that up a little bit earlier. All right, I'm going to redo this real quick. Choose return seller policy, 30-day Cassini policy, shipment policy, standard drop shipping policy. So what I've been thinking, before I like to overstate my delivery time, and this was because it takes items a while to get delivered, right? But every single item on this list that I'm about to post will ship and be delivered on the second day after it's placed, okay? So I could get more business by advertising that I can ship items quickly, because then people will buy from me, right? So that's another way I can increase my kind of the appeal, right? All right, so we've saved our settings properly. The only reason it didn't load this is because I had use seller profiles checked to no. So I'm going to go to another part of Hydra Lister real quick, and then I'm going to go back to the settings just to make sure that they are actually working, okay? So let's go batch single lister and then click on US settings, okay? And then we're loading everything. And why does that keep happening? Its seller profiles are set to no for some reason. That's very odd. Okay, well, for now, we're not going to worry about that. We're going to go over into eBay. And then I'm going to add an automatic payment method, because at this point, I've showed you how to set up pricing in Hydra. Keep in mind, you also need to set up pricing in SKUgrid. I guess for the sake of argument, I should probably show you guys how to do that. It's pretty simple. So we're going to load SKUgrid, theoretically, while I'm looking at my adding eBay thing. I need to go to summary actually, so I can go into my account. I may as well pay the rest of my eBay bill now. I'm going to go into account here and scroll up. And now while that's loading, we're going to log into SKUgrid so that we can go to the pricing. Bum, ba, bum, bum. Sorry, I know you guys are confused. I'm doing so many different things right now. We're not going to worry about it. You guys can slow the video down and all that kind of stuff. Here we go. We're going to log into my eBay account. My long ass password. And did SKUgrid log in? No. This is why I don't like using... I love having SKUgrid. It helps a lot, but actually working with its interface and website is not something that I enjoy doing, because it's a lot of waiting for the page to load. And in my kind of work, whenever I have to edit something, I have to edit a bunch of different things. So it's really not in my best interest to spend a long time waiting. So I'm going to make a payment of $390, and then I'm going to add this information in here. I don't mind showing you my address at the moment because I'm only going to live there for one more week. I'm about to move, so you guys can do whatever you want with that information because it is out of date. Okay, so now we're here at the SKUgrid page, right? What we need to go to is settings over here, and then wait for this to load. So meanwhile, I guess I'm just going to wait because I can't really show you guys my credit card information, obviously. I'm not going to enter that in. I'm going to wait. I guess I can go grab my card though. Okay, be right back. Alright. Okay, cool. I'm back. So, alright. SKUgrid still hasn't loaded. That's a pretty typical experience, to be honest. I wonder how many minutes I've spent thinking about that. Alright, let's see. How much is actually in my PayPal account? How much of this bill can I pay off? Because I have 3 more days to pay off $384, and that should be very doable. I think I have I just paid for Hydra, so I have $70 less than I did earlier. I might not actually be able to pay this full thing off right now, and that's okay. I just need to make a payment and then set up a payment method, and then I'll be able to post items. That's the main priority right now, is getting to a point where I can post items. See, I only have $113 available. That's okay. So we're not going to pay off all of this. What we're going to do is make a very small payment, and the purpose of this payment is really just going to be to save my payment information. So I'll be able to post. And we are still waiting for SKUgrid to load. Honestly, guys, if this takes that much longer, I don't really think it's that beneficial to show you guys. I can just tell you, you go to settings, and then you go to marketplace, and then you click US. Oh, look at that. It loaded. Awesome. See, we go here to Marketplace, and then we click on eBay, and then we click on US. And look at this. Everything loaded. That's brilliant. Good job, SKUgrid. You are finally loading. All right, we're going to scroll down, And see here we have our default quantity to 10, update sold items to default quantity. I have my repricing set to 2 and 2, nearest dollar, don't use this. Auto update eBay stock, this is set to no. Auto update eBay price is set to yes. And then here we have our price formula, okay? So I actually just copied this from the other one. Let's make sure it's still working. 140 for a $100 item, that makes sense, but what if it's a $10 item? If this is working properly, it should be 20 bucks. Look at that, 20 bucks. Okay, sweet. That's fantastic. See, pretty simple. That's all we really need to do. So, buy box owner, what are these? I don't even know what these settings are. Huh. Alright, anyway. We're going to save our settings. That was just to show you guys, and now I'm going to pay this. And there we go. This was the Hydra settings setup video. So I hope that was useful and exactly what you needed. All right. Bye.